Freeze! Turn around. Let me see your hands. Turn around. Let me see your hands.
Control car 403. We are on rapid approach to the visual suspect.
He's not here. Move on to Forbes Avenue. You should know what I can do by now. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do this, and I want you to know that I would never do this if it wasn't for a much greater purpose.
I don't know. I guess it looks like a heart.
A heart?
A heart with a hole in the middle.
It's a mushroom cloud, like a massive blast. It's destroying everything.
I see a dark room. Things creeping and crawling just beyond the shadows.
What are they like? Are they something to be afraid of?
Afraid? Am I afraid? Of course I'm afraid. I'm like a goddamn time bomb!
Who you are is nothing to be afraid of. You just need to work on maintaining control.
Got the whole control thing down. I've lived like this for years without too many problems. It's just since I met her.
Why don't you tell me about her?
Of all the gin joints, of all the towns, of all the world, she walks into mine.
Casablanca? I didn't know you were a romantic.
There are a lot of things you didn't know about me, Doc.
Well, I know that you're a level 7 strongman, which is quite extraordinary. You normally don't see anything past 4.
Yeah, extraordinary.
You could bench press 2 trucks on a steel girder. Not bad. I mean, I picked up a dumbbell once.
Doc, let me tell you what it's like to be me. Imagine everything being made out of eggshells and paper.
So now you're a contractor. One man doing the work that would ordinarily take 8 men and a crane. You've managed to not only control your power, but to embrace it. That's extremely rare for people to do without some kind of help.
I mean, it was either that or the circus.
Well, it's obvious that you're not here because of a hard life. So why don't you tell me about the girl?
It's dumb.
I'm sure it is, but please, go on.
We met last summer. Hey! You should be paying more attention.
Wow. Thank you. That was incredible. Wouldn't it have been better if you just pushed me out of the way?
Wouldn't it have been better if you were paying attention?
Claire.
Sam.
Did you ask her out?
Should have. I mean, got enough bronze to make up for these brains. That's the problem. Afraid I might hurt her. Say I hold her hand and I break it in 6 pieces. Just can't seem to focus. I've broken half the dishes in my house. I don't know, do you think that maybe I might be a threat?
Absolutely not. In a little while, you'll be able to clear your mind and focus again.
Maybe.
If not, you'll always have Paris.
Yeah. Well, should probably go, Doc. Same time next week?
Absolutely. All right, Michael. Why don't we start with the basics? What can you do? What makes you incredible?
Did you already know that?
Oh, yes. But I'd very much like a demonstration. Now, that's amazing. How does it work?
I don't know. I touch things and that happens.
Why are you here, Michael?
Pretty sure you know that already too.
Yes, and that's exactly why I need to hear it from you.
I was married. I missed that. I don't know how I missed that somehow.
Hold it. This either got a lot harder or a lot easier.
Oh, trust me, it's got a whole lot harder.
Try me. Truthfully, I want to do this the easy way. I'm sure she would agree.
Michael, be careful.
See? Smart woman. You know, I was just gonna take the car. But now since you decided to play hero and drop this angel in my lap, I think I'll take everything. Cash, credit cards, car keys, your watch, right down to the change in your pockets.
Listen!
Michael, just listen to him. Everything, right down to the change in your pockets.
Alright. Listen. There's no need for us to blow things out of proportion. You think he just point a gun at my wife? Jesus Christ, man! You are those freaks! You're goddamn right!
Michael!
You wanna see what I can do? You wanna see what this freak can do? I don't need gravel, I don't need coins, I don't need anything to ruin your day. All I need is a good, firm grip.
Michael, that's enough! Are you alright?
Yeah, that was almost really bad.
I know.
What the hell did you do?
I'm so sorry, Michael. I can't even imagine.
Look, I know I'm different. I'm not expecting you to understand. I'm not expecting you to relate. I just need someone to talk to.
Well, if that's all you needed, you could have gone to a cheaper shrink.
Yeah.
Why did you wait 6 months for this?
I lost control. I have been very, very careful not to use my powers. But they're building up.
What do you mean?
There's been leaks. I charge things I don't mean to. Nothing big, things like that pen.
Would it help to go discharge all that energy? Go someplace isolated. It just let loose.
I thought about that. But is that what I have to do? Let things build, put everyone around me, friends, family, loved ones, everyone in danger while this thing builds and I lose the ability to control it?
Maybe not in the long run. Honestly, Michael, I think you need to go back to the way you were. Just using your powers basically every day without fear of loss.
That's easier said than done.
I know it is. I'm going to give you a phone number. I know a guy about an hour from here that deals with stuff like this. He helps people find ways to control their abilities. But in the long run, I'd still like to see you here at least once a week. How does Thursdays work for you?
Friday mornings would probably be better.
Not a problem. We'll set it up with my receptionist. And Michael, you need to know that you're not a threat. A product of tragedy, perhaps, but not a threat. You know, we can't make any progress if you don't focus. Karina, what were you looking at?
Moths.
Moths?
I don't need this. I'm not crazy.
I didn't say you were crazy.
Well, for a long time, I thought I was. But I'm not.
What would make you think that?
What would you think? That's what everyone always told me. And for as long as I can remember, I would always see things. I never liked the dark. Whenever I see something, it's always in the shadows. Lurking. Almost taunting me. Like it wants to make a connection, but it's too timid to reach out. So it beckons me.
These things. What do they look like? What do you see? Jesus, no wonder you don't sleep.
Happens at least 3 times a week now. You'd think I'd be used to it.
Nobody should ever have to get used to something like that. And you said medication didn't help at all?
Nope, nothing.
If this were an ordinary case, you wouldn't be here talking to me.
People pick on me a lot. Someone's still in here!
the matter, Karina? Afraid of the dark? There's a little Karina over there. She's scared of the dark. Crap. We broke her.
You can get up and leave. The lights are on.
What's the matter, Karina? Afraid of the dark?
I don't know how to explain it. In that moment, I understood. I didn't need to be afraid. I just needed to accept it. These things, they are in my head, real or fake, they're only in my mind. Then I had a really crazy thought. What if I could put these things in their heads as well?
What? There's something in here. Don't be silly. It was probably just a shadow. What the hell was that? What? Something breathed on me. Quick, find your phone.
What's the matter? I'm afraid of the dark.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Where the hell did she go?
Let's go. This isn't funny.
Where are you? Oh, please.
They deserved it.
Nobody deserves that. And you can't just put people in a mental ward for berating you.
Really? That's funny. They put me in a mental ward for a lot less.
That may be the case, but still, you should understand the basic concepts of human life.
I understand that humans are a lot like animals. You poke them enough, they will get angry. You hurt them enough, they will find ways of defending themselves. We may be painfully slow to learn these things, but eventually we do. They poked me. They hurt me. Someday they're gonna learn not to do that. They bend to me, not the other way around. You don't understand, do you? What do you see when you look at those cards, Simon?
I don't
Oh,
think that's
really? Take a look. I don't mind the dark so much anymore. The shadows bend to me now, too. Perhaps that's why they were always beckoning. What's the old saying? Misery loves company.
That's enough. You know you can't do that here.
Do what?
You know what? I think we're done here.
I figured as much. Same time next week?
Maybe sooner. It's just not that simple. Her powers are mental, not physical. I just don't know if I can do it.
Then you better be fast. You realize why we need you for this? If we started sending people like this away, it would cause social chaos. Normal humans will begin to fear them. The so-called meta-humans will do likewise, acting on the fear instilled by others. They operate on a whole new level of social stress that isn't too implausible for them to take their own lives. We need you in this new world of science fact. We need you to keep the social order. We need you to show the world there is nothing to be afraid of by showing the world that there are no villains.